Hey guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Tuesday video report. A free selection coming up on the Atlantic 10 showdown between second place St. Joe's and the Dayton Flyers, who are nipping at the Hawks' heels. Go ahead, I dare you to say that 3 times quickly. 8-3 run with complimentary selections. Yet another winner yesterday on Oklahoma. That was preceded by Nebraska, of course, on Sunday. Now, Monday I didn't have a video report, and I have to be honest with you guys, I just needed a little time off. I realize that we all have situations coming up in our lives where you need a little bit of time to recover, and that's the situation I found myself in on Monday, because on Sunday night, my son and I decided to catch up on some films that we just simply missed. You know, in this business, November, December, and January, they're like a blur. And it has nothing to do with the holidays, trust me. You know, the football season's winding down, the bowl season's starting up, the NFL playoffs on the horizon, college basketball and the NBA all going. Thank God I don't give a damn about the NHL, but did hit my lone NHL play this season back in November. But the fact is, in those 3 months, you just don't have a chance to run out to the movies. So my son and I have been catching up on various films that we happened to miss, most of them being more the art house variety films. So on Sunday night, happened to catch the Coen brothers' latest, Inside Llewyn Davis. And guys, I am here to report to you that those are 2 hours of my life that I will never get back again. I'm telling you, that has to be, and I mean this in all seriousness, that has to be the worst movie I have ever seen. Has to be. And I say it's the worst movie I've ever seen because, you know, you've got noted directors and producers there in the Coen brothers. You've got a track history with these guys. You've got a film that was critically raved about. Had to be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It was a movie constructed around a bunch of folk songs. Now, let me ask you, do I look like a guy who wants to sit there and hear a bunch of folk songs? If I was in the 60s and around for that period when folk was at its heyday, I wouldn't have listened to the crap then. But a bunch of little subplots. I think the one involving the cat, if you happen to watch the movie, was probably the most interesting. And in fact, the Coen brothers said afterwards that they only put in the cat and the whole sequence in the film because it needed a little bit of a plot line to tie it all together. Yeah, I can imagine that. But absolutely, one of the worst, if not the worst movie I have ever seen. Now, the night before, FYI, have you seen Nebraska yet? The Bruce Dern film. What a good film. Alexander Payne, of course, did that movie, The Descendants, Sideways, you may recall. Election, remember that movie back, what was that, back in the 90s with Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon, kind of a black social comedy about high school. But anyway, now that was a good film. Brilliantly shot in black and white, even though the studios objected to it. I mean, it really gave the film, should be, I don't even know if its soundtrack is Oscar nominated, but it should be as well. Very quirky little film. If you haven't seen it, and it's hard to find, trust me, you should. But I'm looking at the best Oscar nominees, and I'm looking like American Hustle. It was okay. It was kind of funny. I mean, you know, I thought Silver Linings Playbook was 100 times better. Captain Phillips, boring. Tom Hanks, very good. Boring. You know, Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey, outstanding. Did I enjoy it as much as Mud? No, but outstanding performance nonetheless. Gravity. I don't think you can go wrong with George Clooney and Sandra Bullock, but I can't see it winning Best Oscar, you know. Her, interesting. Look, any movie that has Scarlett Johansson in it, even if you don't see Scarlett Johansson, there is nothing wrong with that movie, okay? Nothing wrong with that movie. Nebraska, as I told you, Philomena, Judi Dench. Good little film. Not as good as Nebraska, but kind of in that same vein. 12 Years a Slave, The Wolf of Wall Street, the other twos. You know, The Wolf of Wall Street has the pedigree. Interesting film. It was a 2.5-star movie. Couldn't wait for it to be over. Long, pretentious. Should have been a 90 minutes shorter. And then 12 Years a Slave, which probably is going to win everything. I would give it to Nebraska, but 12 Years a Slave is one of those movies, you know. I mean, it was an impactful, powerful movie. But, you know, 12 Years a Slave is kind of like Lincoln from a couple of years ago. It's not one of those movies the next time you're on Homebox flipping through your channel guide going, damn, I got to watch that movie again. No, you will not be watching that movie again. But anyway, that's my Oscar synopsis. I guess we can talk about, listen, if I had to come and do these damn video reports every single day and, you know, simply talk about gambling and handicapping, I'd go crazy. But again, I feel it's a public service for me to warn you in case it's at your dollar theater locally inside Llewyn Davis. Don't see it. I am saving a portion of your life, guys. Consider this a public service announcement. Hey, half-price play of the day, Gabriel DuPont. His last 3 Last three, get the fingers right, last three 100-dime releases have all been winners. They've all been half-price play of the day releases. And so is today's 100-dime winner, number 6 out of 7. He has a single dose chalk that he says rolls by double digits. You've got in the last three for half price. He's won you a fortune. $10 bettors up $4,300 the past 18 days. So get the latest one by using coupon code HALF. Hey, both $5 play of the day releases cashed yesterday with Chris Jordan and Jeff Benton both scoring in the NBA. Benton has another play just as strong as last night's winner on the Clippers Pelicans over. It's another 40-dime play. Rockets Kings, a late night total. I think that game goes at 10 o'clock. You can get 40-dime winner number 7 out of 9 for just $5 again by using coupon code Benton, 5, B-E-N-T-O-N, and the number 5. $10 bettors up a little over $6,600 since January. And the $5 play of the day, part number 2, it's a big play. Scott Delaney, second biggest NBA release of the season. And also an 80-dime NBA winner number 9 out of 11. Yes, it is $5 as well. Lakers Pacers total. Delaney 5, D-L. Spell it right. D-E-L-A-N-E-Y 5. The number 5 will get you that for $5. And the really big-time discounted play today, I've been doing this for the past couple of weeks. You guys seemingly like it. What the hell? You know my philosophy. You don't have to spend big money to make big money. You know, Craig Davis has been hot. He's going for winning day number 10 out of 13 today. Past dozen days, $10 bettors up for $2,400. 40-dime Missouri Valley Conference Lock of the Year, Loyola of Chicago and Missouri State. I dare any of you watching this video report to name me one player on either team. Don't look for me for answers because I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm good enough with the nicknames. I mean, you got the Flames playing the Cowboys? Missouri State Cowboys? Just another reason I can't bet the game. If you don't know the team's nicknames, you can't bet the game. That is one of the cardinal rules of gambling. You get it for just $24 by using coupon code Craig74, which saves you $75. Craig24. Craig24, in case I said that incorrectly, will get you that play for $24. Let's take a look at the St. Joe's Dayton game. Now, the first time these two met, St. Joe's needed a last-second bucket to escape as a 4.5-point road favorite in a 60-57 victory back at the end of January. St. Joe's didn't play particularly well in that contest, but I wasn't really surprised because just 4 days earlier, they got hammered at Richmond, losing by 15 points in a big showdown with the Spiders. But the Hawks are certainly playing well. They've got 19 wins against 7 losses in the season. They're 9-3 in the Atlantic 10, firmly in second place, although Dayton is nipping on their heels. Problem is, they're still a bubble team. Nothing is assured here. So St. Joe's, much like its Philadelphia Big Five counterpart, LaSalle, and head coach Phil Martelli, I think, was discussing that earlier in this week in an article I happened to read online. You know, they're much in the same situation. They've got to win out in the regular season, get a little momentum in the Atlantic 10 tournament to earn the return ticket again after a couple-year absence to the big dance. So they're certainly not going to take Dayton lightly. Now, since that loss to St. Joe's, Dayton has reeled off 6 straight wins, including 3 in a row on the road. But they've been in the cupcakes on the road to the Atlantic 10. George Mason, St. Bonaventure, and Duquesne. I mean, this is not the Holy Trinity. You know what I mean? Of power college basketball. Not even the best of the Atlantic 10. You know, you go on the road and you give me wins against St. Louis, George Washington, and Virginia Commonwealth. Okay, then you'll get my attention. But otherwise, 6 straight wins, 3 in a row on the road, doesn't impress me. Now, St. Joe's is coming off a 15-point blowout win. They were up, oh my God, by 25-some points in that game at one point. And Martelli, the coach, was not happy in that contest because his team committed 19 turnovers and really didn't do a very good job on the boards as well. So I think you're going to see St. Joe's come out here with a refocused effort defensively and also in terms of handling the ball. Although their guards, Langston Galloway, chief among them, I mean, a tremendous scorer, had 10 three-pointers in the win against Fordham. Not an exceptionally great ball-handling group, but I expect them to get the job done here to end the Dayton Flyers winning streak. So go ahead. I think it's a cheap price, 3.5. I thought it would be 4.5 to 5. I think 3.5 is recognized in the efforts of Dayton because of the 6-game winning streak. So I do like St. Joe's minus the points as your complimentary play. And again, I've won 8 of my last 11 complimentary selections. Well, that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Wednesday when we've got a busy college basketball card. And FYI, what is today? February 25th. Do you realize spring training games are like a week and a half away? A week and a half away. I mean, the regular season is like, what, 5 weeks away, right around the corner. Talk to you later, guys. Catch you on Wednesday.